I think I microwaved this a bit too long. Because I try and take a sniff, or I try and take a sip, and the fumes just hit my face and I start coughing. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, too much, too hot. Interesting. So that's like mulled wine, but with like some chocolate flavor added in. The smell is very much like a chocolate liqueur, which makes sense. Anyway, I finished Hogfather this evening, and I really find it hard to decide how I think about it, how I feel about it. So the question was, do I still dislike Terry Pratchett's style of writing? I know that I always knew those parts that I should like. I love comedy. I love, things that kind of have snide remarks about society or politics. I know that stuff's in there. So have my thoughts changed? Sort of, kind of. So there are moments of brilliance and pure comedy, and there's even a section I highlighted on my Kobo. What was it? I'm gonna have to find out now. I can't find the specific bit. Unfortunately, my highlight didn't work for some reason. But it was the section when two of the wizards are talking about like Hogwatch traditions, and one of them says, "Oh, I bet your family waited until after dinner to open their presents," and that made me laugh because that's what used to happen to my husband when he was younger. They had to wait until food was done and dusted, or until he'd been to church. Whereas my family was the complete opposite. I was up at 6 a.m. and trying to open presents as soon as possible. So yeah, that's why that bit made me chuckle. So there are these moments of absolute brilliance, these really great scenes. But then I couldn't help finding myself wanting it to hurry up and get on with it and be done. Now, I don't know if some of that is because I watched the adaptation ages ago, so I kind of remembered a chunk of what was going on. So I guess there was some mystery missing for me. So I don't know if it would help to read one of his that I know nothing about. So that might be a goal in the future. But at the moment, I'm kind of thinking I still prefer him in adapted form. And this kind of fell into place even more for me when on Tumblr someone shared a comic strip, and it's one of the bits of Death handing out presents as the Hogfather, and it's this scene where he gives a young boy or girl a sword. And just the exchange is funny, and everything with Death in is really funny, and he's such a great character. But not every scene is with Death, and some bits I just wanted it to get moving. So yeah, I was really up and down with it, which is kind of a shame. I don't know if it's also a case of maybe I was trying to get too much read in one go, and actually it's better if you just read a little bit at a time and get a little bit of the comedy, step away, then go back. I don't know. Or maybe I was right all along and he's just not quite the writer for me. So not done forever, but I'm definitely not going to be in a rush to read another project it was very nice to have one for December. So that's where I'm at. I haven't picked up the third Lycanius book yet. I might just get a little bit more done on Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell before I do. And yeah, and oh my god, we're a week and a bit away from Christmas. So still plenty of reading time left to go. And I want to play more games. I've reached this point. I've reached December where people release best of lists. And I realize I've not played many video games this year. I think it's basically been Ocarina of Time and Ooblets. Ooblets has taken up most of my time. But other than that, any other game I've played like 10 hours or less. Like I really enjoyed Ghostwire Tokyo, and I kind of stopped when I went on holiday, and I didn't want to relearn all the combat when I came home. But I thought I was further through it than I was, but no, I was like 9 hours in apparently. So I'd really like to catch up and play some video games over Christmas. I'm making my way through Sonic Frontiers. I'm having a whale of time. I'm really enjoying it. It's exactly what I wanted. I heard someone say it's a crap game, but fun. Brilliant. I am on board. I need more crap but fun games in my life. I don't need a massive award-winning AAA game all the time. So yeah, it definitely has its faults, but I'm embracing it with its faults, even when they get slightly annoying. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. And then I've been trying the demo of Harvestella. Okay, it's more drinkable now. So Harvestella was like the one good-looking farming sim in the Nintendo Direct that was all about farming sims. It's like a cross between an older JRPG and something like Stardew Valley, but it's probably leaning more on the JRPG stuff than I thought it would. And I thought I was liking it yesterday, but now I've hit like a boss that's weirdly hard to do, and I've spent more time with the combat. I don't think it's that great, but that's fine because I've got Potion Permit downloaded, so that's the next one. So that's my plans for December. I'm not going to be that much more productive, other than maybe finishing off plans for the new year that I need to finish off, which I will talk about in the future. And it's not book related. It's not really. I wouldn't call it a massive change, but it's a big thing that I am going to be doing next year, which will be really cool. So yeah, so before I get into that, I'm gonna take as much time this month to just read and play games. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. It's gone below 15 degrees. What is this? smells are making me so hungry. Oh, let's face that way. There we go. Get a bit more light on me. That's why I've retreated upstairs. There's a bit more light in this room. Well, the weekend was fun. We ended up driving down to London because of the rail strikes. I had booked train tickets, which I ended up having to get a refund for. Like, I support them. I support the strikers, but man, it's so annoying that it should be very easy for us to get to London. Like, we're on a main line, so we don't even have to change trains or anything. But we've not been able to use it properly. But anyway, we made it down, and we did the Abroad in Japan event, which was good fun, and it was really nice. I will show the photos here, but it's really nice to have a very quick chat with Chris Broad and Natsuki. I think Natsuki was actually like excited because we were from Manchester because he's a big music guy, and obviously Manchester has a big music history. And Chris was really lovely and friendly. And then on the way past, we got to chat to Charlotte, and she was just as lovely. I felt kind of bad because she was sort of wandering around a bit more than some of the other people, and everyone kept grabbing her. But she was like so nice and posing for everyone's pictures, even like recording a video for one guy I spotted. So yeah, so that was really fun. The only thing was, I went to say hi to Pete Donaldson because I love the podcast, and he snuck away when we were like 3 or 4 people away from being at the front of the queue. I was like, no. But it was fine, and then we ate Malaysian food after my friend's recommendation, which was in this, like, there is a normal restaurant, but then they've set up an overflow where they've stuck a few tables in like a little corner shop full of like Asian snacks and stuff, and it's also operating as like a bit of a storeroom for them. So if you wanted a beer, someone just disappeared behind the counter of this like snack shop and appeared with it. And to me, that's like the sign of a good foodie place, especially somewhere in like London where there's no space to expand. You just have to use what you have. So I'm all for sitting at tables in weird places. So that was good fun. And then the day after, the friend who'd recommended the place, we met up with him, hung out with him for the day. I don't think I have any footage from that day because it was just nice to chill with him. So we got dim sum and just sat and ate for ages, and went to the National Gallery to kill some time because it was very wet and rainy at that point. So, and that was free, so it's a nice free indoor activity for us to do. And then we came home. So, quick reading update. I didn't want to take this big boy all the way down to London, especially because I knew I'd be carrying all of my stuff with me around on the Sunday. Like there was no chance to drop it off at the car or anything. So I made the decision to take my Kobo with me and read something digitally. So I thought it was a good chance to read the next Murderbot. So I've just finished that this morning. They're only novellas, so even though I didn't feel like I was reading for very long on the drive down, I think I was like nearly halfway through by the time I stopped reading. That's why I love them so much. They're really great to just like sneak in. Even though somehow this is only the second one I've managed to get to. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, Murderbot just slotted in there. Still really good fun. It's great. And it's nice to know the next 2 are already on my e-reader ready to go next time I want them. Yeah, and then it's just carrying on with this big boy, and then where is it? I've got that waiting, so I'll probably make a start on that very soon. I don't think there's going to be any other exciting things happening before Christmas. So I will probably leave Vlogmas here. If you have watched, thank you for watching. I don't know if I'll make any more videos. I feel like I should do like the typical end of year stuff. So we will see. If you have watched, thank you for watching. Have a great holiday season and Happy New Year. And if I don't make any more videos, I'll see you next year. Bye bye.